Welcome back to Amateur Game Review. As always, I'm Mason, and joining me today is Zach.
He's joining me. I'm the main character.
Yeah, sure. This is our first duo video in almost 2 years.
Has it really been that long?
It's been that long, I checked. Time flies.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That is insane. I knew we took a little hiatus, but I didn't know it had been 2 years.
This is also my first video since September of last year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so hopefully this doesn't suck.
It will suck.
It probably will. This video is long overdue in general because we're talking about Alan Wake 2.
We had discussed when Alan Wake 2 came out about doing a video about it.
Yep. And we talked about it all the way till December because we were working together in December. And we were like, yeah, we need to put this in the video, or we need to talk about this.
But what better time to do it than when they just released DLC?
Exactly.
Alan Wake 2 is one of the best games that you guys have probably not played.
I think it's one of the best horror games ever made.
No, I can agree with that. It is such an underrated game in the sense that sales-wise, okay?
Yes.
Like, rated-wise, like, I think universally acclaimed, but no one buys this game, and I don't understand why, because it is fantastic.
I have one theory. Now, keep in mind, I'm a console peasant. I don't know much about the subject, but it is Epic Game Store exclusive.
That could have something to do with it.
I don't
even
know.
The first Alan Wake was a good game, and it didn't have any sales. I mean, that's why it took so long.
Yeah, but it literally came out on the same day as Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not going to compete against Red Dead.
That was such a stupid move. I know this. I am not a completionist, and the mark of a good game to me is when I start like wanting to collect everything I can just because it's part of the game. And I was going through trying to get everything in Alan Wake, not to do it, but just because I was looking for reasons to keep playing. And I loved it. I loved everything about it. But that's the base game.
So the expansion is broken down into 3 separate episodes. The first one is with Rose and the town of Night Falls. The second is with Jesse, not Jesse. And the third is with the actor Shawn Ashmore, aka Tim Breaker, the sheriff.
I like how you started that though, and you said the expansion.
That is probably the best term to describe the DLC, because it does expand the universe almost like the Avengers, like the Marvel MCU.
That's exactly what it's like. They are 3 little episodes, and they're really cool how they're done. They are stories within a story. It is a shameless copy of Twilight Zone.
Yeah, Mr. Door is Rod Serling. The mannerisms, the way he talks, it's exactly the same.
Yeah, and when it starts each episode, it's like written by Alan Wake. Or screenplay by Alan Wake, presented by Warland Door.
Yeah, and it gets really interesting because you've played Control, right? But you've not played Quantum Break.
I have not played Quantum Break.
So these episodes, they kind of all, except for the first one, they're all based off of Remedy's other games. 2 is based off of Control, and 3 is Quantum Break. I love that because it's not quite Control. I don't think Jesse is ever mentioned by name. In episode 3, it's actually Shawn Ashmore. That's the real life actor. And I thought that was unique. It's very meta because it's also got Sam Lake.
Yes, and Sam is playing Sam.
So the first episode, it focuses on Rose, the waitress at the Night Falls Diner. And what can we say other than she's in love with the writer, aka Alan? And she goes on a murderous rampage throughout the town set to some country music.
There's all kinds of more we could say because, yes, to everything you just said, except for that this was written by Alan. Like,
I guess
so.
Yeah,
Alan is just like feeding into Rose's weird fan fiction.
Weird parasocial relationship. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, well, my thing is, if he's still looking for his wife, does that mean he's having fantasies about Rose?
I don't know, but
like, what happened to the dark place, Alan?
It was the whole Rose one was fantastic, and they made it. So it's the same game, same gameplay.
Yes.
A completely different feel because from the very get-go, it's like, here's an automatic shotgun and as much ammo as you could freaking think.
Yeah, there's no survival horror. I mean, it is pure action.
No, this is not survival horror. This is, it's like when they give you the cheat code after you beat the game and you can just do whatever you want.
You're just Rose blowing away rednecks with some hillbilly music playing in the background.
They're all haters. That's what they are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're not haters.
Yeah, they're haters. It's so effing stupid, but I loved it. That's why I said it's my least favorite because I liked Quantum Break, So when I seen episode 3, I was like, oh yes, I loved it. But every single one is just quality.
Yeah, I actually liked the second one the least amount. To me, it didn't expand on anything, and it felt like its own thing. Which the first one didn't really expand on anything either.
No.
But it was just so much fun. The second one was more horror related.
Yes.
But got really weird, and then it's like, I didn't understand if like Alan was, they were saying Alan was her brother or what.
To me, it was Alan Wake, but also it's Control, but with Alan Wake.
Either it was just like a one-off weird story that he wrote, or they're retconning some of Control to make it meta.
Well, I'll talk about that.
We're getting into some like theories and stuff, and we don't need to, because like our whole thing is we don't like ruin stuff, and I'm just talking about endings.
It's
like spoiler free. Just kidding.
There's no
spoilers.
Yeah.
So to me, the first 2 games almost felt like one-offs. They were like, okay, here's like little stories written by whatever. The third one didn't feel like that. I mean, it still said written by Alan Wake or whatever, but it actually to me felt like a look behind the curtain, and it's like, here's what we are doing. This is what's happening going forward. Everything is connected. Here's what this character was. This sheriff character that you kept meeting in the dark place. Like this is why he ties in and how he ties in, and he is very important.
Yes.
And so is Jessie.
Right, yeah, Jessie's important too.
Well, I mean, she was a big part of the third.
Yeah, she was, because that's the whole point. Sean sees her and she's like, oh, Door hasn't gotten to you yet? Something like that. I can't remember.
She's like talking about Branch. I still don't know who Branch is.
Oh yeah, who is Branch?
I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe that's what he goes by in some worlds or something like that. They are doing a lot here. There's a lot of fourth wall breaking, a lot of nods to this, and a lot of expansion, and you're just like, they've got some ideas.
Basically, all of Remedy's games are connected. So Max Payne, Control, Quantum Break, they're all in this gigantic universe. Mm-hmm. And honestly, at the end of the 3rd episode, I expected Alan Wake to come out, like a post-credit scene, just be like, I don't know, Alan Waker is a symbol or something like that.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure what they're going to do.
We could theorize all day about what they're going to do.
Probably best not to even get into like theories, maybe.
No, because we'll be here all day.
Yeah, exactly. But I just know this. It's made me think, and it's made me want more. What else do you want from a DLC?
Yeah, it does want you clamoring for more. And honestly, I feel like that's a good plug for Remedy's other games. Like, oh, okay, maybe I'll try out Control, or oh, okay, maybe I'll try out Quantum Break, or...
It did make me want to go play Quantum Break, honestly, because I've never played it, and it made me want to go back and see what it's about.
All of the episodes were also pretty short.
Very short.
I recorded I need to go back and record the 2nd episode, but the 1st and 3rd episodes took me exactly an hour.
Oh, I beat the 1st episode in like 30 minutes, probably.
You probably could. I got sidetracked, though.
The 3rd episode was so much longer than the other 2, I thought. But I had a lot of trouble with the clock puzzle. It's so simple when you realize that you just got to do it in the order that it shows, and I wasn't trying to do that.
You want to know what actually took a long time for me?
What?
You know how the screen goes black and it turns into like a text adventure?
Yeah.
I kind of just like, I'm not really feeling this part. So I just kept, I was on my phone like just clicking the A button, trying to get through it. Then I looked up at the screen, I'm like, oh, these are actually choices that you have to make.
Yeah, and they're like, so, I don't know how important they are, but...
I just kept repeating the same one over and over again. I made no progress. So I have like 5 minutes of just me hitting the same choice over and over again, just wanting something different to happen.
The definition of insanity.
Yes. Thanks, boss.
That basically wraps it up, because I have nothing else to say. If you made it this far, you are obviously bored, because I don't know why you're still watching us, but...
Yeah, there's a million other things you can watch. Porn.
All right. Yeah. You know what? Just continue.
Thank you so much for watching. Like, for real, it does.
Yeah.
It means a lot to us. We're a small channel.
Yeah, we're forever going to be a small channel. But
no, we're not.
To change that, comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Yep. Mostly Twitter.
I let Mason have the reins to Twitter, so he is commenting a lot more because I don't ever...
Yeah, you're horrible at social media.
Yeah, I'm horrible at social media, but I'm also like, I'm so worried about... Mason just says all kinds of things, and I don't believe any of them, and I'm worried. I'm a little bit hateful right now because we've done this outro like 6 times, and I was doing it, and Mason's obviously just not satisfied with the way it went, so... Because he was just all like, oh, let me do it again. You know what? Whatever, this is the last take, because I'm not going to give him the satisfaction.